Hey my Tula Gang Squad, if you watching this video and you haven't subscribed already, make sure y'all like the video as well. If you watching right now, like that live, y'all. I mean, I'm so used to going live. I mean, like the video, y'all. Make sure y'all always like the video, whatever. But y'all, my nose dry. No, it's not. But anyways, hold on, y'all. Let me go and get this on my face. But like, God need us to be obedient. He need us to glorify Him. He need us to trust Him. He need us to trust Him, y'all. Like, life can be life and whatever. Life can have its ups and downs, but through it all, we still gotta have faith. When we have faith, we lean on His understanding, not our understanding. Because as long as you're doing the best you can, God gonna do the rest. Like He's working, even if you think He's not working. That's what called having faith. You gotta keep praying, keep being an obedient child of God, and keep glorifying God or whatever. But it's easier said than done, because like you're gonna see changes in your life, and that ain't gonna be nothing but God, because like long as you keep trusting Him, He gonna do the work anyways, but He needs you to believe. So it's up to you to actually get on the path of being an obedient child of God, or get on the path to know with man it's impossible, but with God nothing is impossible. Like Jesus said, with man this is impossible, but with God, all things are possible. There you go. Jesus said that. He said, with man, this is impossible. With God, all things are impossible. Y'all get what I'm saying. But all things are possible. Like, on this spiritual journey, like, I have learned a lot, and actually know having faith over fear is better. Like, trusting in God over leaning on my understanding, it's better. Like, cause like people is not gonna get you like God gets you. People don't know your heart like God knows your heart. Like, and He knows all these things. And sometimes, like, people can just know the ordinary, like how people are, and they still choose to settle. They still choose to settle with being around people like that. And I was like that for the longest until I'm like this is not elevating me. And like energy doesn't lie. Like you can become the people that you be around. And I was doing it. Like I was just noticing changes, but even though I was going through changes, but I really wasn't immune to them. I really wasn't acknowledging them, because it was because I didn't want to. It was because I was in a season of my life where God was molding me to be the woman that I am now. Because like, even though I was not my higher self yet, I was getting there. Like I was slowly but for surely getting there. Like, okay, this is this crowd, this is that crowd. But hey, I'm me. I stand out from the crowd. Like you gotta stand out, like, cause you can be in the place of some people who are not right with God, but God knows your heart. Long as you be an obedient child of God, long as you glorify God or whatever, and let God work through you and stuff like that, then God knows your heart. And some people can actually see it too. I had somebody tell me, I see your aura. Like I was just so drawn to you. I'm like, and then some people, like, they just tell me their life story. Like that's why I love my job, y'all, because I can communicate with so many different people. I got some high vibrational people, low vibrational people, good spirited people, bad spirited people, people who just be impatient, people who just so nice and kind, people who just bless me, and I'm like, thank you for my blessings. Like you got so many different type of people in the world. And at first, like I was so spaced on, oh, this person is not there for me like I need them to be. Like one thing about it, God is there for me. It's in the Bible. God said if your mom and daddy don't take you up, He will take you up or whatever. And so I didn't know that, and like, but it was already in me to know it. But my I didn't know it yet. God had already known, but I was gonna become the person that I am today. But it just took me a minute. Like sometimes, y'all, like when I go, no, it's not sometimes. Every time I go into my job, I just feel so drained because it's so many different type of energies. Like when I be like, oh, I'm tired, everybody instantly think, but not everybody. Some people instantly think I'm talking about because I ain't get enough sleep. No, I got enough sleep. But when you're an empath, when you are got all these abilities that the Most High gave you, like, you got to actually balance everything out to know these energies are not yours. When you know you on your spiritual journey, when you know you are a obedient child of God, when you know you don't let nothing break you down, when you know God will never forsaken you, when you know all of these things and you know how you feel, you know your energy and stuff like that, and you some type of way feel bad or you feel sad, you feel like that don't be your energy. Like, have you ever been around somebody and all of a sudden your energy changed? And at first I wasn't in tune to it. Like I was just going with, I'm like, I'm going off on folks and whatever. But then when I got actually what you call it, educated in the energy area, I'm like, this is not my energy. Like one time I was in a truck with my mom, y'all, and I just busted out crying. I wasn't sad. I wasn't mad. I wasn't none of them things. I'm like, why the red I'm crying? She like, it's okay. It's okay. I'm like, I'm fine. I'm like, I'm fine. But the whole time I didn't know I was crying because I sensed something in her and it just led me to just bust out crying. She just feels so hurt. Like no matter how much you tell people she good, I can feel and sense that you're not. Like, and you know, like that's what giving it to God means. Like, give your pain to God. Give everything to God and he can heal you. But he can't heal you if you're trying to do it on your own, because you can't. We can't do it on our own. We can do all things through Christ which strengthen us, but we can't do it on our own, y'all. Like, and we gotta realize that, like, because everybody know that some people can sense the person that you are, even though you may not even be in tune to it yet. Like some people can be like, oh, I knew she was gonna become the person that she are today. Because some people are actually in tune into their higher self. When you get in tune into your higher self, things gonna start it. Like some stuff that's gonna be coincidental is not gonna need to be a coincidence no more. This gonna be happening on divine time, and this gonna be happening on spiritual time, because you tapping into your spiritual self. When you tap into your spiritual self, it tap into you. When you get closer to God, he come closer to you. When you sway away from God, he don't sway away from you. He still be there. But it's up to you to believe. God needs you to believe. He needs you to trust in him or whatever. And walk by faith, not by sight. When things are going wrong, that don't mean he's not working. That means he's preparing you for something better. Like God will shut doors that you don't need to open. But just because he's shutting on doors, that don't mean he is not working in your life. He is working always, but it's up to you to work with him. It's up to you to believe and have faith in him and to trust his understanding and not lean on your understanding. Seek the kingdom of God first and his righteousness, and you will be added to everything that you need. Because God knows what you need to drink and stuff like that. But he needs you to believe in him. Because one thing about it, the world can't give us what God can. God said whoever believe in him shall have everlasting life. And whoever don't shall perish. Like, you got to know that. You got to know God is God is a good guy. He can move mountains or whatever. Like, you pray to him and like you ain't got to worry about nobody saying something about it. You ain't got to worry about nobody throwing it back in your face. You ain't got to worry about nobody telling lies on you, because God, he'll never do that. And like, that's why I don't understand why people put so much trust in people, but they don't even put their trust in God. Like, he never forsaken us. Like, he never leave us. He never lead us down the wrong path. Like, when you put your trust in him, he will remove he'll remove people that you probably didn't even think could be removed. He will shut doors that you didn't even know that could be shut. He will open doors that you thought was locked. But and that's the thing, like when you become your higher spiritual self, when you remain spiritually stable, mentally, emotionally, all the things you need to be stable in, you will see changes. People will know the changes, even if they don't. God knows your heart. Some people will see your light. Some people don't want to see your light. Some people don't want to see your light. Like, they will actually be like, oh, there go that girl. Like, y'all, I can stay alive, but hey, God, he never lead us wrong. He never is jealous of us. He's never like, no. But God is a jealous God. Yes, he is. So if you're not coming to see him like you need to, you're not praying to him. It's like, it's better easy said than done. Like, because some things will lead you to your spiritual awakening journey or whatever. But I always was a believer of God. But I just got misguided a lot. I was actually focused on my past trauma, my childhood trauma. Like I was so focused on it, and I kept saying, "Okay, I'm gonna give it to God. I'm gonna let it go and let God have it." And I just still was just holding on to it. And I don't know, like I was praying, I was crying, I was praying, I was crying, and God showed me this vision, and I'm like, that happened. He showed me something happened before it even happened. Like in the whole time, like he was trying to get my attention, but I just wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention, y'all. I'm so focused on my problems. I'm so focused on my pain, my hurt. God said, let give it to him. He got me. He said he couldn't do what he needed to do because I was trying to do it on my own. I couldn't. And when I let go and let God in my life, baby, I won't go back to the flesh. I love the spirit, y'all. Like, and since being led by the spirit, like so many changes that happened in my life. Like, y'all, when I be at work, I be speaking to people, I be talking to people. These people be talking to me like I know them my whole life. And I just met them probably 2 or 3 seconds ago. Sometimes people be coming in just speaking, hey, I'm like, hey. Like they'll actually be waving until they get my attention or whatever. One man came but he was like, you remember me? I'm like, no. Like, and he was like, well, I'm like, okay. Like, when you got that high vibrational energy, some people can feel it, and some people don't even know what they sensing because they can sense it subconsciously, but they probably don't know consciously. Like, when you got this high vibrational energy, some people can tell, some people can't. Some people can just be drawn into you and don't even know why they drawn into you. They just like feel comfortable. They just feel safe. They just feel an energy that's make them comfortable, and they end up sharing things because like sometimes people don't actually share nothing if they're not comfortable with doing it. Like, and that's how I feel, like, cause like I always been the type of person that hold everything in. I didn't know how to handle my emotions. I didn't know how to handle my feelings. I didn't know how to do none of those things. I didn't have like all the stuff that I needed. But like when I started praying heavily, praying daily, thanking God for everything, cherishing everything, and not leaning on my understanding, but leaning on God's understanding, and not actually focus on the stuff that's not need to be focused on. But when I put all my focus on God and let him lead me, let him guide me, because he already walked my path. He already know who's not for me, who's for me. Because like, hey, when God got something for you, can't nobody take it from you or whatever. And they just like with my singing gift, like I did not like singing, y'all. And the person led me to keep singing and keep singing. I'm like, I don't like singing. But after I started doing it, I started liking it. Then I started loving it. Then it became a passion. Like, it's like now, like, y'all, I don't be singing every day. I don't sing every day. Like, it's like when I actually sing, I already instantly know, like, what I'm struggling with and what I need help in. Like I can actually do that without actually doing this on a daily basis or consistently. Like every time I sing, like, cause at first like I was doing something wrong. Like I was really trying to make myself sound good. But when I just let the spirit go, let the spirit sing, baby, that spirit do something that I can't do. The flesh can't do. Like I ain't under law. Like I let the spirit work for me. Like, and sometimes like on your spiritual journey, oh, you gotta actually fight the flesh, because like the flesh is used to you. Like when you actually been using the flesh for so long, the flesh is used to you using it. So when you start using the spirit, the flesh gonna get mad. But pay no attention to it. Like, go. Like, I ain't got time for you no more. Like, hey, I don't miss you. But yeah, like, it's been a journey, y'all, but I'm loving this journey, y'all. Like, I'll be like, y'all, I love y'all, my To The Game Squad. Like, if y'all new, y'all, don't forget to like the video and subscribe and join To The Game Squad. Y'all, the whole time I was supposed to be doing my hair and stuff while I was talking to y'all. But, y'all, I love this spiritual journey. I already know what I'm going to title this video. It's basically just, like, being, like, you just need to be your higher self. Like, it all starts with yourself. Like, gain self-confidence, gain self-esteem, gain self-control of your emotions and feelings, because that is the biggest thing that lead people away from being their higher self, emotions and feelings. Like, don't let your emotions and feeling make your ego so big. Don't let your emotion and feeling like make you have this pride where you feel like what you're doing is right, and when it's not right, it's wrong. Like, you gotta actually take accountability and remain stable in all the areas that you're struggling in. Like, it's not nothing wrong with getting help. Like some people, like they just don't want help, and I don't see like that don't make any sense to me because like when you're going through something, it's best to get through it. Like, hey, when you fall down, get up and dust yourself back out. As long as you got breath still in your body, God still got a purpose for you. God still can use you. See, that's what it's about. We live a life to please God. We don't live a life to please people. Like long as we doing everything that glorify God, that's what He love. That's what He need. He need us to be obedient children of God because like you know. Some people are calling the worldly things and the materialistic things. Like them things are blessings, but God needs us to come to Him. He needs us to glorify Him. Like if we going through something, get through it. Don't let your pain or whatever you're going through stop you from being obedient child of God. Because like I don't see why that people don't know like that God work mysterious ways. Like you could be going through something one day and the next day you didn't got your breakthrough. Like and that's what it's all about. Like it's all about getting through it. Like you can't be sitting here going through something and not getting through it and putting your trust in God. Like you gotta keep praying. You gotta keep putting your faith in Him. Walk by faith and not by sight. That means so much because when you walk by faith, not by sight, you're not actually thinking what you're going through is the end of the world. You're not thinking what you're going through is a pause in your life. You're not thinking that you can't get through what you're going through. You're actually knowing, like, hey, this is just God moving me to something better. This is just God preparing me for something greater. This is just God blessing me with something bigger. Like you gotta think with a spiritual high lifted mind. You can't be thinking negative. You can't be thinking downwards and like this low vibrational energy when you actually let everything you go through just break you down instead of lifting you up. You gotta praise God. Say God, God, I think God ain't what I think God don't look like what I've been through. I hope y'all can hear me on this video because I wasn't even talking loud, but. I love y'all. But God is love. God said He loves those who loves Him. He said if you don't love nobody, you don't love God. You don't know God. God said you can't hate your brother and love me because you see your brother, but you haven't seen me. God is like oxygen. We can't live without Him. We can't see it and we can't live without Him. So like I just hope I touch somebody on this video, y'all. Like. I'm gonna stay consistent with y'all. I bet y'all like I'm just on this journey with you, girl. Thank you for being on this journey with me, y'all. I really appreciate it. What the real is it? But yeah, y'all, you gotta keep going. That's just a light. I thought there was something on my hair, but you just gotta keep going. Keep letting your light shine because baby, when you let your light shine, it is a better feeling than not letting your light shine. You got to keep glowing. You got to keep knowing that what you're going through is not the end of the world. You got to actually know that you got to keep shining your light to glorify God, to let your works be shown and glorify God. Like, hey, I am not my pain. I am bigger than it. I am not my past. I am bigger than it. You got to keep pushing, keep praying, keep putting God first, keep trusting in Him. But y'all, like when you do these things, you will see changes. You will see more blessings. You will see more spiritual energy. You will see universal changes too. Because like when you tune into your higher self, you tune into the universe too. Because we have magnetics in our body. In the energy field, there's magnetics or whatever. And when you tune in with your higher self, you know how to handle the situation the right way. You don't act off emotions. You don't act off feelings. You act off your higher self. And to know that, hey, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I know how to be humble. I know how to be obedient. I know how to do all these things that God needs me to be. And I need to actually keep going on these. This is not a one thing. This is not a one day thing. This is on a daily basis. This is a consistent thing that you got to actually do to actually get to where you need to be. You can't get to where you need to be by doing something one time. You got to remain consistent. You got to practice this. You got to know that being the person God needs you to be is not a choice. This is a priority. A priority. This is not something you should just sweep under the rug and be like, No, I don't think I'm gonna put my faith in God today. No, I don't think I'm gonna put my trust in God today. That's basically what you're saying when you're leaning on your understanding when you're going through something bad or tough times. When you saying you can't get through it, that means you're not trusting God. When you sit here trying to do it on your own and not let God do His work, you're sitting here not trusting God's timing. Like, you gotta trust God's timing. Long as you're doing the best you can, God's gonna do the rest. But you gotta do what you need to do and actually have patience, have faith, have all these things that you need to have. If you don't have it, then don't sit here and question God because you're not even letting Him do His work. How you gonna question Him and not let Him do His work? You don't question God because God already knows your beginning, your end. So how you gonna question Him? You should be actually praying to Him to give you strength, to give you wisdom, to give you the ability to remain humble, to remain faithful through everything in your life because we're not going to know when things are going to go wrong. So that's what it's called being faithful. When things go wrong, you be faithful instead of being stressful, being depressful. Like, it's easier said than done when you actually let the spirit move you instead of moving out feelings and emotions. Like, y'all, like so many changes have happened in my life and like it's for the better. Like I don't regret nothing in my life because it molded me to be a woman that I am today. Like cause like and I look it, like when I be looking at people, seeing people, like some people can actually do something and they be doing it, I'm like, this is wrong. Like why is this person doing it? And I cause like at first, y'all, I did not actually pay attention to people for real. I didn't actually like know the things that I know now about people. Like people can just be so miserable, depressed, and all these things. Like, why you are alive? That's a blessing. Like, why are you actually letting the things that you've been through bring you down instead of letting it glorify God? Like, why are you actually being a person that you don't need to be? God don't need that. God don't need you to be down. When He trying to uplift you, He trying to let you know that He got something better for you, something bigger for you, something greater for you. But how can you actually receive all of your blessings? Because He gonna bless you. Yes, He is. But how can you receive all of your blessings if you're not being an obedient child of God? You're not trusting Him. You're not having faith in Him. Like, you cannot get to where God needs you to be if you're not being an obedient child of God. Like, how can He bless you like He wants to when you're not actually answering His calling? He be calling, but people be declining. Like, how can He actually work in your life like He needs to if you're not actually trusting in Him, having patience? When He closed doors, don't open them back up. Like, when He open doors, you walk up in them. You don't turn away from them. God can bless you in so many ways, but sometimes we block our own blessings when we try to lean on our understanding. God understanding is not like man. God said that. He said He is not like man. His understanding is greater than ours. Like, He knows our beginning, our end. So of course His understanding is greater than ours. Like, it's just so better said than done. Like, y'all, like, we got to keep actually putting God first and actually doing the things that we need to do in life to actually get closer to our higher spiritual self. But without actions, like, it's not gonna get done. You can't say, oh, I'm gonna let go, I'm gonna let God, oh, I'm gonna have faith. Then the next day you're questioning God. You're not getting through something that you need to get through when you're not letting your when you're not glorifying God. When you glorify God, you don't let nothing that you're going through stop you from receiving the blessing God got for you. Don't block your blessings. Don't have thoughts that you don't need to have. God don't give that spirit of fear. God doesn't give a spirit of hate. He doesn't give that spirit. So if you got people who complaining and who not thanking God that they're alive, who not actually cherishing every moment instead of complaining most every time you talk to them or see them, then that person just not letting God glorify through them. So y'all, that's what the lie about. Let God glorify through you, because like when you glorify God, you're letting your light shine. You're not letting nothing do your life, not your past, not your pain, not people who jealous of you, not people who insecure. Like none of that stuff is not gonna bring you down. Like when you actually a person that never give up. Like no matter what you're going through, you're gonna always give up. Get up and not give up. Like you're gonna actually keep going. You're gonna actually trust in God to know, hey, I'm gonna keep trying, and I know God gonna do the rest. Because when you believe, that's the big key right there, to believe and have faith. But I love y'all. God is love. Keep letting your light shine. Have a nice blessed day. Happy holidays, y'all. Y'all stay safe and keep letting y'all light shine to glorify God.